I'm Mike Kilburn.
And I'm Renee Joseph.
And coming up on today's show, once a month we like to look around the Central Ohio areas at products and services and bring them to you. We call it our Business Around Town show.
And we have a great lineup straight ahead. One of them, a fairly new antique store located in the Worthington area.
And you know, Renee, if you're a Lego fan, we found a business that sells Legos and Lego-related products. Grab that cup of coffee, stay with us. We got a jam-packed show today.
This store, located in the downtown Worthington area, is a unique shopping experience. Here, you'll find furniture, antiques, and so much more.
That's right, Renee. And the cool thing about Worthington Antiques and Consignment, it's actually owned by an old friend of ours, Sean Kenny. And you're going to find a great shopping experience there because he has a wonderful eye for antiques.
Worthington Antiques and Consignment is located here in the heart of old downtown Worthington, and the building itself is a historic building built in the mid-1800s. The rumor is it was originally a stagecoach stop, actually. It was later a florist shop, so many of you may remember being here when it was a florist shop, and then later an antique mall, which it currently is today. The former name was Peacock Lane Home, so it's the same store, but now known as Worthington Antiques and Consignment. We have a little bit of everything here in the store. We have vendor spaces where people rent spaces and then sell their wares out of that space, as well as consignment. So if you want to consign a chair or a couch here, we would take that in and sell it. Different times of the year get busy, and Christmas, of course, is one of the busiest times. First of all, we have antique vintage Christmas decorations for sale, so if you need a Christmas decor for your house, stop in and see us. But also, we're used to clicking on Amazon, just simple presents and stuff. I encourage you to stop down here to the antique mall. Everybody collects something, whether it's, musical instruments or books or antique coins. Everybody likes something, so if you have a loved one who, is a collector, I encourage you to come down to the store. I'm sure we have something. And of course, it offers a unique gift at Christmas and, of course, a conversation piece. We actually are open 7 days a week here at the store. We are open from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and we will have holiday hours too. Yeah, so get on our website, Worthington Antiques and Consignment. Our brand new website is going to have purchasing capabilities on there, so check that out. You can buy things from England, we can ship them over to you. But also our Facebook is updated weekly of the new items that are in the store, Instagram as well.
Speaking of great shopping, if you're headed to the Hocking Hills area, you've got to check out the new fall items at Appalachian Arts and Crafts.
Yeah, the owner of this place says, if you can't find it there, you probably don't need it. They have over 65 vendors, and so if you're going down to the Hocking Hills to check out the fall colors, you got to stop by and check out Appalachian Arts and Crafts. Well, Rita, good to have you and Appalachian Arts and Crafts back on the show.
Well, thank you very much.
I know Sandy couldn't be here today, but good to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what's new down here. I know every time we come in here, there's always something new, and I know we're rolling into the fall season.
New items are coming in on a daily basis. We just recently switched over to fall, and we're heading into Christmas season with some of our stuff. We have a couple new vendors, one leather worker who is just outstanding, and a very interesting woodworker that we'll be featuring today.
Yeah, the leather worker, I saw, they have hats and stuff as well?
Yes, sir. They have hats, they have belts, suspenders, wallets, purses, Bible covers.
So to understand how this works, so you're talking about 60 vendors. It's all under one roof, right? But each of them, are they here, or how does this work?
They have like little booths or big booths, which would be like their own little store here in the shop, and individuals come in and can shop 60 different arts and crafts and specialty items.
So let's talk about the fall, because I couldn't help but notice walking through the store a lot of fall displays.
Exactly. We have a lot of different fall displays, floral displays.
It's fun to come down here and just look around and see what everyone has and what the vendors are bringing in.
Exactly. And it changes. And we have people come down, seasonally, because they know that it changes, and they know we always have a great variety of items.
Well, how do we find you here in Hocking Hills?
We're featured on Facebook. Of course, our physical address is on 33. If you're coming from Columbus area, we're one of the first things as you enter the Hocking Hills.
C&J Basement Solutions has saved customers thousands of dollars.
That's right, Renee. We've had an opportunity to talk to several of C&J customers about their experience. Well, Jordan, tell us what was the first indication you had that you had a problem?
Actually, it was in this area right here. I had some downspouts that were actually overflowing with water coming up out of the ground. And I'm like, well, that doesn't look good.
Yeah. And you're a relatively new homeowner here, right?
Yeah, I actually just bought this house earlier this year. So I was only here 3 months when I saw water geysering out of the ground through my gutters.
So after you saw this problem, then what did you do?
So I reached out and contacted a couple of plumbing companies and reached out and got some investigations and some quotes. Also called you guys out. The third one was C&J Basement Systems. And they gave me a number, and it was well below half the lowest other quote I've ever got.
So what did the plumbing company say the problem was?
So they came out and they investigated, and they did the camera down the pipes and all that, and they found that my outlets for my gutter drains was rooted with trees, and at one point just covered in water, even though the storm was the day before.
What does that mean? Like the roots went through the pipe and just broke the underground pipe?
Yeah, so in one instance there was where a root came up and busted through the pipe, but also where the tree is down by the street, it came up and grew into the outlet.
What was their recommendation for how to fix the problem?
So they said, looking at everything, that it's best to just rip everything out and start fresh and go with a Harvard PVC pipe.
Give me some of the range of money that they were wanting to do this, the two companies.
So the highest was $13,500. I got them down to the 12s. The next one was around $11K, and C&J came in at just below $5,000.
What was your reaction to them being half of what the plumbing companies were wanting?
So I actually went ahead and asked them that, and I said, what makes you being able to do that at such a lower price? He said, we do this every day. We own the equipment. We're not renting the equipment. The guys do this every day. So it's nothing for them to come out and do it because they already do it.
How much does C&J save you?
They saved me anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000. So much so that with their pricing, they quoted me on the project, I could have had it done twice.
We hear that a lot, that you save thousands with C&J.
Oh, yeah, almost a down payment on a car.
For further information, go to cnjbasementsolutions.com to learn more.
Do you enjoy comics, board games, and a lot more?
Well, straight ahead, we find a business that has all that and more. Stay with us. Like the Out and About Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news on upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Columbus Collision Center is Columbus's only female-owned and operated body shop.
Sure is, Renee. And I had an opportunity to talk to Ashley recently about the trend in auto theft of Kias and Hyundais. And she gave us some insight as to how you can protect your car even better. Good to be back at Columbus Collision.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
We're hearing an awful lot in the news these days about Hyundai and Kias being stolen, a lot of theft out of that.
Yes.
So you're repairing a lot of these, I guess. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with that.
The cars are being broken into from typically the passenger side rear window. It's not setting off any kind of alarm. They are able to punch the ignition. They peel out the entire panel, typically take a screwdriver or other instrument, and are able to just start up the car and drive away. So once we get the vehicle at the shop, typically we get it recovered from police impound, replace the glass in the vehicle, fix the bodywork on the side of the vehicle, and then all of the ignition, we have to rekey it. Typically you don't get any keys recovered. Then it may have to go to a dealership in order to be reprogrammed.
The last time we were here, we were talking about the supply problems, getting parts for cars. Has that improved at all?
Over the last year, we have seen a little bit of improvement, especially with OEM parts direct from the manufacturer. I think we're becoming more crafty and learning better workarounds, and we're working better with the insurance companies to find other avenues of getting the parts.
So, the last time we were here, you said if the collision isn't something that's of a hazard to you in the car, just keep on driving it until you get the parts, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We have one lady absolutely right now that she has been waiting on a door for 3 months. But it's a rear door. She can drive with the vehicle, so she's just patiently waiting on her door to come in.
Well, give us some contact information for Columbus Collision.
Okay. We are located at 2757 South High Street, Columbus, Ohio, and we can be contacted at 614-350-8251.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
That's right.
And if you're thinking about that perfect family Thanksgiving dinner, then tropical nut and fruit needs to be on your shopping list.
That's right. And I had an opportunity to talk to Alicia Bruno about the snack trays, craft beer, and wine, the things you're going to want at your Thanksgiving dinner. You know, I can't believe how fast the months are going by, and to think that next month is Thanksgiving is just going so quick. But, you know, when I think about great snacks and things, I certainly think about tropical nut and fruit.
This season is going to be super, super busy with all the restrictions being lifted. Everybody's traveling. They're on the go.
Yeah. So what's some of the suggestions for folks thinking about going to visit for Thanksgiving or having Thanksgiving dinner at their home?
Well, there's a couple things. Everybody loves to have snacks out before dinner. So what better item than a nut or snack mix? And I tell you what, you can come in and you can have, you know, a tray specially packed with your items of choice. And sometimes people are, you know, have allergens to peanuts, so you can make it all dried fruit, or you can put nuts in it. And then you can pick up a nice bottle of wine, right? Yeah. Champagne. And your favorite we talked about, craft beer. You know, we have all the seasonal flavors still, you know, all the pumpkins and the maples. And of course, we carry that local bourbon cream, which during the season, people take that and they pack it with a lot of different nuts and dried fruits and candies and mix. It just makes a beautiful presentation. But I don't want us to end before I tell you about what we're going to do for the raffle. Okay. So every customer that comes in and spends $20, we're going to actually create a raffle. And the week of Christmas, you know, probably a few days before, maybe the week before Christmas, and contact that customer, and we're going to be giving away a gift basket for a value up to $100, which means it could have some of the bourbon cream in it, some of the almonds, the nuts, the snack mixes, and you can keep it for yourself, or you can wow somebody and give it to them for a gift. 3150 Urban Crest Industrial Drive, right off of 270. We're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, and 9 to 3 on Saturdays.
Utzi's Farm Market has long been known for its quality meats, produce, and cheeses.
That's right, Renee. And I had a chance to talk to Greg Utzi about ordering those Thanksgiving turkeys and where the prices are going with the economy. Well, Greg, good to be back on the farm.
Hi, Mike. Good to see you.
So the big thing right now is, of course, Thanksgiving coming up. I understand there may be a turkey shortage. Is that true?
Well, we're just a few weeks away, and here you've got to get them ordered within the next few days because we got to get our order turned in. It looks like we're going to get everything we have ordered, but the shortage is going to come after Thanksgiving. We've been told that this week there may not be deli turkey available for quite a while.
Wow, because of the rush for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, part of the rush, and then we look back at the bird flu that we had last summer, early summer. So a lot of those houses got cleaned out and they had to start over fresh. Well, all those turkeys are getting raised for Thanksgiving, and that's going to create a shortage then after Thanksgiving for deli meat. We need to be ordered by about the 3rd or 4th, I think is the cutoff. We've already placed an initial order, but we can add on.
Yeah. And is that Cook's Turkey Farm?
Yeah, Cook's Turkey Farm out of St. Mary's. We've been dealing with them for a lot of years. That's where most of our deli turkey comes from. They do an awesome job with these Thanksgiving birds.
Produce and that kind of thing. What are you seeing price-wise and shipping and that?
Prices are going up, and just like you said, because of the shipping, the product itself isn't that much more, but the cost to get it here is just outrageous. So prices continue to rise. Then we look at the hurricane down in Florida. The citrus crop down there is basically destroyed. So that's going to mean higher prices for fruit this fall and winter.
Man, I tell you, it's something every week, isn't it?
It sure is.
Well, give us some contact information where we can get a hold of you, get the turkeys ordered.
First, check us out online or Facebook, utzisfarmmarket.com. We're open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. And of course, we're just south of Plain City, Commerce Huff Road.
Yeah. Are you still sending out those savings?
We sure are. Sign up online, and you'll get them every Sunday.
Fantastic. Greg, good seeing you again.
Thanks, Mike.
Coming up, we're going to take you to a toy store in Lewis Center.
That's right. And if you love Legos and Lego-related products, then you're going to want to see this segment. That's straight ahead. Now, where do you turn? Who do you call? Columbus Collision Center is your one-stop body shop when your vehicle's been in an accident. From first call to completed repair, Columbus Collision Center makes it easy to get your vehicle safely back on the road fast. So when you need that quality one-stop body shop, call Columbus Collision Center at 614-350-8251 or go to columbuscollision.com.
Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy told us about the products they sell and their events that they're hosting.
They focus on community building in an inclusive and welcoming space.
The Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy has quite a range of products. We start mostly with comic books, graphic novels, and manga, But beyond that, we sell board games, role-playing games, tabletop miniature games, and quite a few accessories that support those games, including things like cosplay items and creation. There's events every day of the week. They range from a traditional skirmish night on Mondays. We have our Friday night Magic events. Saturday, we have a youth Pokemon League every Saturday night. We have special events as well. Coming up on Halloween, we have things going on all weekend long. Going into the Christmas season, we'll have special scenarios that involve Santa Claus and Rudolph. All year round, special events, but there's a weekly calendar on our Discord on Facebook. You can see that for our daily events, and including open play space where you can reserve a table any day of the week and come and play your own games. We have a real focus on community building. You can probably see behind me the room on an afternoon here in Columbus. We support local middle school Dungeons & Dragons clubs. We have board game creation groups that meet here on a regular basis. And we try to make sure that we have a warm, clean, and inclusive environment that can be a safe space for anyone who wants to get out of the storm of Columbus, Ohio. One of the special services we offer is 3D printing. We sponsor roughly a dozen Patreon artists. We have merchant licenses for all of their prints. But if you have a print that you downloaded from a source on the internet and have your personal use license, we'll give you a quote for a 3D print. It's also for cosplayers. We'll do pieces for their cosplay design work, adding augmentation, jewelry pieces, mechanized pieces for cosplay. We have a Discord server that's Dragon's Lair. Our phone number at the store is 614-987-5981. We can also be found at www.dlayer.net Columbus, which is our primary website.
Do you know the signs of water problems in your basement?
Yeah, we had an opportunity to talk to some of C&J Basement Solution customers about what led them to call C&J. Well, Valerie, tell us what first indications you saw that you had problems in your basement.
Well, there was water that had leaked in previously, and I knew there had to be some kind of an issue with the concrete blocks. Water's not supposed to be in your basement.
And so what about your basement walls? Did you see any damage to them?
Yes, the actual concrete blocks, to me, the surface looked like it was sloughing a little bit in places, and there was what the basement folks call shear, which means some of the concrete blocks kind of moved out off the top of the other concrete blocks, so it wasn't a straight line anymore.
I assume a lot of concern when you saw that.
Oh, yes, and there was some bowing as well.
So what was the next step?
We had to do something to this basement. I didn't want the walls to start caving in or any problems like that.
So then you contacted a third vendor, and then what did you find out?
Well, I was fortunate enough to contact C&J Basement Solutions. My friend had the company do some work for her, and she highly recommended C&J. So I contacted that company, and Ron came out. He knew what he was talking about. I felt that he really could recommend what I needed. In fact, he did it right there.
So what was the result of that?
Well, C&J, to do more work and to do it more quickly, was $10,000 less than the second company.
So were you surprised by that?
I was very surprised. I went into this thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to be so careful because I don't want to get somebody, cheating me or taking advantage. What do I know about basement, work and that sort of thing? And I just felt confidence in C&J. I was amazed that I could save that much money, and they did more work for me.
For further information, go to cnjbasementsolutions.com to learn more.
Quilt Beginnings is a retailer for all things quilting, sewing, and embroidery.
And regardless of your skill level, they love to educate, support, and inspire you.
Hey, welcome to Quilt Beginnings. So a lot of people ask me, if you don't sell quilts, what do you sell? We sell all kinds of things from getting you started with quilting, fabric, patterns, books, notions. We do classes. We sell sewing machines. We have lots of events. We have a service department on site with 2 full-time techs. We sell a lot of fun. If you've never been here before and you want to get started, we have a full array of classes from the very beginner to much more advanced. And we're also starting to host a lot of events again. So we publish a new class schedule every quarter. We always have a beautiful brochure that you can pick up in store or download on our website at quiltbeginnings.com. And it's really exciting that ever since COVID, we've been kind of in this gradual growth of building our classes back up, and we finally are at a place where we can say it's back. We're open. We've got classes every day. We've got full classes. We have national educators coming in. So whether you're a beginner, whether you've been quilting a long time, whether you really want to kind of get your technique up to learning new things, we really have a good place for you here.
Fun, a lot of inspiration. We really enjoy just having people come into the store, find a new hobby, and it's amazing how they just dive in and have a great time doing it.
You can always shoot us an email at info@quiltbeginnings.com. Give us a call, 614-799-2688, or just come see us in person. We're on Sawmill right inside 270, and we would love to have you come in.
Coming up, we're taking you to a gym with some unique history.
That's right, Renee, some very unique history. The owners and some of the students have competed on the show American Ninja Warrior. That's straight ahead. Great food, superb service, and a welcoming atmosphere can all be found at the Hocking Hills Diner in Logan. Stop in anytime for all of your homestyle diner favorites, served with generous portions at prices that remind you of the good old days. Whether you're looking for a breakfast to start your day or a dinner that holds you until morning, the Hocking Hills Diner has something for you. So on your next trip to the Hocking Hills, stop by the Hocking Hills Diner, located just off US Route 33 at State Route 328 in Logan.
Bedlam Bricks is a family-owned small business carrying Legos and Lego-related products.
And they're an official Lego reseller. They even have individual minifigures that you can't find in retail stores.
So we are a family-owned Lego reseller. We sell new, used sets. We sell minifigures and bulk Lego, as well as some custom sets that are 100% Lego pieces, but mostly local guys have designed and built their own kits. In 1999, Lego came out with Star Wars sets, and I bought the first UCS X-Wing, and the obsession, I guess you would say, has grown since then to 20 plus years later. I had to do something with all of these unopened sets that I didn't have time to build, and it allowed me to open this store. So we have several events. We have some build events where you could come in and build your own little figure. They're about 10-minute builds. Typically, some are a little bit longer. We also have birthday parties, and occasionally we have vintage toy shows. So about 3 times a year, November, sometime in spring, sometime in summer, we have local vintage toy collectors come in, take over my master builder room, which is my event room, and they fill it top to bottom with vintage toys outside of just Lego. So you can come in and experience other toys other than just Lego. I have a website, www.bedlambricks.com. There I have all of my new in-box sets listed that you could actually even buy there and then come in and pick up.
Kujini Builders has one of the best values in the housing industry in Glen Ridge in Newark.
Yeah, at Glen Ridge, you're going to get quality and great value in your new home. Paul Kujini's joining me today. Paul, welcome back to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you, Mike.
So tell us where we're at now. You're starting phase 2, is that correct? And some new streets are going, some things are happening here, right?
That's correct. The sun's shining, and with this beautiful weather, we've actually built out our full phase here. We're starting phase 2. That's going to be starting here we've actually started the underground, and the roads will be in within 30 days.
And I know that you build some very high-end homes, and I see that same quality when I look at these homes. I mean, you just do a quality job. Hate to brag on you, Paul, but it's absolutely true.
Thank you. I think, we're proud of that. I think you can walk in this home and you can see the quality. We've got granite tops, taller base casings. It's a quality in there, in which you don't find very much today.
Well, how many homes are left, or how many lots are left before this project's going to be completely done?
The next phase is approximately 60-some lots. So we're going to do it, and we've got a couple more phases. So we're concentrating on the next phase now, and then once that gets once we have those lots committed and units sold, then we'll start following phase.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, since we've last talked, the interest rates have dropped again. I want to talk to Carol and find out how the financing is. Well, Carol, last time we were out, rates have dropped again, making a great deal even greater. So tell us what's happening out there.
Well, interest rates have come down. They're 3% or less. So people can buy here for less than they're paying in rent. What we're doing is we're doing down payment assistance from the state of Ohio that's offered, and we are also offering a work equity program. So anybody that really wants a home, you want it, if you have a will, we have the way.
Yeah. Well, Carol, where can we learn more about the Villages at Glen Ridge?
Well, you can give us a call at 740-500-HOME, or you can get on our website at thevillageatglenridge.com. Look at our floor plans.
No doubt. Why rent when you can buy right here at the Village?
Absolutely.
Well, we want to give a big ONA shout out today to Movement Lab Ohio for hosting us. Their gym has obstacles to train for ninja and parkour.
That's right. And their owners, students, and staff have all competed on the national TV program, American Ninja Warrior.
We decided we want to go to a bigger space. So we are now in this location, which is 3 times bigger than our previous one. And it's been awesome having many of our staff and many of our kids also compete on the actual show.
What makes MLab unique is just that we offer classes to all ages, and anyone from little kids from tots to 70-year-olds can do ninja. Anyone can step in the gym and learn how to do it. The best way to get started is just to simply walk in the door, in my opinion. We can get you started from there and fill out your waiver and get you into a class or an open gym. And then we offer TOTS classes that start at 3 through 5.
And we have things for, kids from 5 years old to 12 years old. We have things for teenagers and things for adults. My dad's over 60 and he does it. And you can get started in any of our classes. You could also come to an open gym if you're just like, hey, I really want to try the warped wall or the salmon ladder. Or you can have a birthday party here with lots of friends. We have a lot of things going on at MLab. We have a competition team, and they train really hard and go to competitions all over the country. And there's even worlds that they go to. We actually have 2 world champ kids that attend here. And we have all different types of parties. So if kids want to come, if adults want to come, team building, anything like that. We host competitions, we do fundraisers. We also love to do adaptive ninja for people with disabilities. So lots of different options. Anyone can go online, find us at mlabohio.com. You can also go to any of our social media stuff. We have Instagram and Twitter is at mlabohio. And we also have our phone number is 614-987-7597.
Are you seeing mold, mildew, or even foundation issues in your basement? C&J Basement Solutions is Central Ohio's basement repair expert.
We had the moldy smell, took some boards off the wall and realized we may have had a little bit of bigger issue than we thought. So C&J came in, showed us some great solutions and saved us thousands and thousands of dollars basically over everybody else.
So to save thousands over the other basement companies, contact C&J Basement Solutions at 614-714-4842 or cnjbasementsolutions.com. We're taking you around Ohio to all the best places to see and do this season. Whether it's local favorites, amazing destinations, and everything in between. Rain or shine, we take you there. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show, and we took you to some places that you want to visit. And remember, if you missed any of today's show, you can always go to our website at onacolumbus.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. Renee, what's coming up next week?
Well, next week, Mike, we have 2 themes. The first one is called Empowering Women. We talked to some great women who are on the move in Central Ohio. And then the second theme is ways to say thank you to our veterans for Veterans Day.
That's right. It's going to be a great show. Until next time,
have a great week.